Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica Experimental. So once again the devs have done some fantastic updates to the experimental build of Subnautica. So we're going to take a look at all those updates in this video. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so the first thing you'll notice is the fact that the prison now has a way to enter it without using codes. So we now have an artifact key thing, I don't know what you call this thing, when you enter the prison. So that means that they are really close to releasing this to the public build and people don't have to cheat in order to get in. But as you guys can see, it is a blue artifact. Now I will talk about this a little bit later on, but yeah. The next change is we now have a new artifact in the artifact place, whatever you call this thing. It is this one. Now it does have an animation, you can't scan it or anything, and if you guys can listen, it does make a weird noise, so I wonder what this is going to entail. And the next change is that if you make your way into the pipe room, you guys can now see that we have Peepers finally going through the pipes, which is absolutely, oh hello little guy, which is absolutely fantastic. So a bit of a backstory if you guys don't know why Peepers are swimming through these pipes. Basically the Sea Emperor trained the Peepers to carry the enzyme through the pipes all the way across the world to cure the infected. Now it wasn't a permanent solution, these Peepers have to constantly do it or else all the life on the surface of the planet will die. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. But nonetheless, these guys have finally been added. You can't see the water or anything. I don't know if they are going to like tweak this and change it around to make it look as, you know, a little bit more fluid, because at the moment it kind of does just look like Peepers are being sucked through pipes without water. But I don't know, for now it's cool that we've just got these added into the game nonetheless. And next, as you guys can see, the egg room has been dramatically updated. The lighting obviously hasn't been done or anything like that, and I do apologise guys, it is a little bit laggy. But nonetheless, this room has been updated and we have tons of different eggs that have been added. We've even got eggs that look as though they've been, like, you know, dissected or, you know, something like that. But we do have... well, that one doesn't. But we do have loads of different eggs that have been added into this room now. So I'm really intrigued to see what this room is going to entail once it's been fully completed, and if we're going to be able to do anything with these. I'm not quite sure, but I thought that was kind of cool. We've got all the different type of eggs and things like that. Obviously, we've got a reef back egg. I think that is quite rare, those reef backs. I think there's a few of them actually, to be honest. But nonetheless, we've got different eggs in the egg room, so I thought that was kind of cool. And the next thing is that the dissected baby is finally in the game. They finally added it and things like that. Don't mind this guy. I don't know what this guy's trying to achieve. He just wants to be in camera. But they have finally added the baby emperor into the egg room, or the Emperor's egg room, whatever you want to call this place. Looks really sad and depressing, to be honest, to see it like this, but as you guys can see, some of the pipes and things like that look as though they've got some sort of fluid in, or fluid extracted, look as though they're like embedded into the baby, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder what exactly they found out by doing this, but nonetheless, it has been added into the room. Kind of sad, but yeah, there he is. So guys, just like the first door, the second door also has a keypad now, but something really interesting is that it's another blue key. Now, if you don't know much about the game, so far there has only been one recorded location where there is a blue artifact, so we're not quite sure how we're actually going to get the second one, whether it's going to be in the new biome, because I think they are developing a new biome, whether there's just going to be one added somewhere into the existing biomes, or whether this is just a placeholder. However, I thought that might be kind of daft. If they're going to implement it, you'd imagine them to implement the right one as they're doing it. So at the moment, if you do manage to get here, until this has been changed, you can't get into the moon pool until this new artifact is discovered. But not like, you know, because I've cheated, I've just got to add one in anyway. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Another little change that I thought I'd mention is the fact that they have now added stalkers and bone sharks to the aquarium. You can't really see them much. You can see the stalkers a little bit. Oh, and the bone shark, there he is. But they have now added these to the aquarium. Now, it is worth mentioning that these are not aggressive. These are, I can't remember why you put it, it's like passive aggressive or something like that, I don't know. But these don't attack you at the moment, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay guys, so this is where the fun starts to happen. Everything is done, the port teleport is activated and things like that, so I'm going to play this sequence as it goes along, because this is absolutely fantastic. So I've got the hatching enzyme, and I'm going to hatch these little guys. I think there is a little glitch at the moment. Oh, no, it works. Earlier there was a glitch with these guys hatching. But these guys have been updated. I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to let you guys watch it.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current. I will carry seeds to new lands, or a creature so small it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
There you go, guys. So, unfortunately, this is where I see Emperor dies. She looks at her babies, or it looks at her babies, has a little quick snuggle with them, and then, theoretically, I believe that this is the death state of the Sea Emperor, which we kind of knew that anyway. Obviously, it is still moving and things like that, but I imagine it to be dead, unfortunately. Now, these little guys will swim about for a while, but as you guys can see, amazingly, we do have the baby Leviathan enzyme. Let me just turn this off. There you go. So we do have the baby Leviathan enzymes. So I'm going to pick that up for you guys. Let's turn that back off. And I don't know at the moment what you can do with these. This is the first time I've actually picked these up or anything. This little guy is unfortunately dead now. But these guys do drop it. Now let's see what it says. A concentrated enzyme mass. Now I can use it, so I will use that in a second. But once they've had a quick snuggle with a mum or whatever, as you guys can see, they do slowly make their way to the teleporter. So if I just keep picking these things up. These guys do slowly make their way to the teleporter and go through it like that. Now, if you guys remember in a previous video, I did tell you that they... Alright. These guys do... they do go to the different biomes, the 5 biomes. If you haven't seen that video, check out my previous one. I did mention all the 5 biomes, and I did put the coordinates in the description of that. But I thought that was kind of cool that these guys are finally in the game, and they finally go through it like that. Okay guys, so I've just eaten one of these concentrated enzymes. Once you eat one, you can't eat another one. Now, placeholder, like Guy did talk, and he basically just said once the player eats it, like do the cure sound or something like that. So I haven't done anything from this point, so I am going to scan myself and see what happens. Self-scan. Oh, so...
Self-scan. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
There we go, guys. So we have no signs of a bacterial infection. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the precursor gun, and I'm going to see what that happens. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so I am here at the precursor gun control room. Now, if I do another self-scan just to show you guys that I wasn't in... Oh, it says I'm infected now. Oh, that's interesting.
The bacterial infection in your system has progressed. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Interesting. So, as you guys remember, I scanned myself and I was normal. Now, I've just ate another orb, which it wouldn't let me do before. So, if I scan myself now, it now says I'm normal again. So, that's quite interesting because this, at the moment, doesn't seem like a temporary, like a permanent fix to the problem. And the fact that I can pick more of these up tells me that I might have to use these in a crafting recipe. But it did say that I'm normal, as you guys can see. So, I wonder if it does still disable the facility or whether they haven't implemented that yet. No, so...
is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
No, so...
Scans of available
Oh,
alien
this guy's just gonna keep talking now.
of a second facility at
Yeah.
Evidence suggests it is located 800 meters below sea level, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of this installation. Information recorded to data bank.
There we go, guys. So at the moment, they haven't implemented anything in terms of turning the gun off. And like I said, the infection did seem to disappear, but it did reappear. I don't know whether that's just a glitch or whether that's something that they might obviously be looking into. But nonetheless, we are, like I said, really, really close now to the prison being fully done. So I hope you guys... Like, she just never stops talking, does she? But nonetheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed this update video. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing these until everything in the game has been added, and probably keep doing them even after that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Take care.